Hi friends, today we'll be solving another interesting problem of image. So in our last video you have seen I have extracted images from a PowerPoint presentation from each slide, each images, and that was quite easy. But this time the problem is little difficult. And the problem is instead of getting a PowerPoint presentation means .pptx file, if someone give you a slide as an image itself. So here I got a PowerPoint presentation slide, but this is not an PPTX format. So this is basically a JPG, an image. Now, how can I extract these images from this image itself, right? So for that, I have written a Java program to extract the images out of the images. And this is not, obviously, it won't be as accurate as the earlier program, but it is doing quite well, and I'll be explaining you how it is extracting the images, and I'll be showing you what is the end product or end result of it. So this is the program I have written. The earlier one where I extracted the images from a slide, I used Apache POI library. Now I have used OpenCV. So OpenCV has the libraries needed to do this job. So this is my class slide image extractor, and to run it, basically first of all I need to load this DLL, OpenCV Java. So wherever you have installed the OpenCV, you have to first install the OpenCV, and then from there you can point it out, this DLL, OpenCV Java, this DLL in a static method, and then this is the main class where I am passing that JPG image, and this is the output folder where I want to extract the images from this slide image, which is basically a PowerPoint presentation taken as an image. Now first thing, if that directory is not the output directory, I'm just creating the directory. Next, the image path, I am reading it through image decode. So image decode is coming from this library. Using that image decode, I'm reading that whatever the JPG image is there, I'm just reading it, and I'm getting a mat basically. So this mat is this is the concept actually. If I see this, so this is coming from OpenCV core. So they have, it's basically the mat where the image is sitting, right? So they are doing lots of thing on top of the mat. So this is the mat. I'm basically reading my image as a mat, and now if it is empty, I am throwing an error. If it is not, then I am calling this method to extract the images from that mat. So I pass that mat and the output folder, and this is that method where I am creating a new mat called gray and another mat called binary. So what I'm doing, this source which I have passed, that mat, I am converting it into grayscale. So if you see this is converting it into grayscale. So in grayscale I can basically extract, or this OpenCV can extract or recognize images properly. So it is first converting it into the grayscale. Next, adaptive threshold. So this is very important, this particular line. So what it is doing, it is basically sending these two parameters 15 and this 10. It's basically, this is some contrast value. So this contrast value you can change accordingly, and this you can change. So 15 is very good number, so it's 15 into 15 pixel. It's basically checking on top of that gray mat that is there anything looks like image or text in that 15 into 15 pixel, a square box. So it's basically checking into that 15 into 15 pixels throughout the mat and trying to figure out if there is any binary text or images are present, and it is basically creating that binary. Now what it is doing next is the contour. So these contours are basically the either our text or images where I'll be saving them. So I have uh, means declared a list of contours, and then this mat hierarchy, I have created a new mat here, and then find contour. So basically I pass this binary where I identified each of those small boxes, and I'm checking here inside this find contours. So basically here I have find out the small boxes, and then I am passing each of those binaries to see that if they have any contours in it. So how it is done? When this call happens, it is basically returning or adding these contours, right? Whatever contours it will be coming, it will be adding it to the contours, and then I am iterating each of the contours. Say it found lots of contours right inside that image. Now I am iterating each of the contour, and I am seeing that bounding react. Bounding means checking that rectangle is there or not. Means that each of those bounding rectangles I'm checking inside that contour. So if that rectangle or that rect, not rectangle, rather rect width and height is less than 50, right, then those are very small and those are probably some noise, and we need not to be extracting them as an image. So by seeing this logic, what I am doing, I'm checking if they are more than 50, the height and then the width, then I am treating them as a probable image. At this point I do not have any idea if those are real image or not, but based on those logic which I have explained, I am basically selecting those contours which has rect width and height more than 50, and I am converting them into a new mat, right? This, if you see this mat, it's a new mat. I am uh, creating a new mat, and then what I am doing, I am basically writing them as an image. So this is also coming from this library, and I am using that library to do IM write, and that output path I had and this image ROI I have, which I selected based on this criteria, I am writing them as an image. So this output path is basically image underscore the count. So say we have got 10 such contours, means inside this if condition, then I'll writing 10 PNG images. And here finally I'm writing those as an images. So let's see if I run this program how it treats. So again I'll be showing you that whole slide as an image, and then the output folder. So at this point this image has nothing in it. Let's run it and see. So you see it has generated so many, and let's see if they are real images or not. So if you see here, based on the logic, it's trying to it tried to identify so many things as an image, but maybe majority of them are non-images. Like this one is, it's an image but not correctly recognized. So it's based on the curves, it has identified it as an image, but overall it did a average job to identify the real images like this one, this one. So yeah, it has basically identified some of the images and extracted them as an image. So if you see, and if you see this one, so this one it identified as a separate image and saved it. So this is another program I just did to see if how much we can do or how much we can extract from an slide which has been saved as an image, if we can restore any of the images from that. So this is the program. I'll probably again add this program in description box of the video, so if you need you can reuse it. So this is it for now. Let me know if you need any other kind of solutions for your problem, or if you have any other problems which you need me to, or which you want me to solve through programming, write it down in the comments box. I'll try to uh, do a solution for that. And please, if you like my videos, please subscribe and share my video to your friends, and stay with me. Have a nice day ahead. Thank you.